Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Ravens are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Texans, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Savage now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase it.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Now the rookie 7th rounder. This is Chris Carson. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run again with Carson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Flacco. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now out comes Houston. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Savage now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Here we go. Detroit!
From the gun, here's Savage. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now inside the red zone, Savage setting up the screen for Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again throwing. It's Savage. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak and have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Flacco from the gun. Dumps it off to Woodhead. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. A red zone 1st down for Flacco. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, that's Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, but no problems converting there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll toss it to Miller. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. On second down, here's Miller. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go!
Throwing on third down, it's Savage. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And heavy contact, he is knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it, no yardage. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Give him 30 yards there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On the toss play, this is Dixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Flacco. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They run it with Carson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Savage. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now it's Carson, and he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Second down, Flacco now. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Flacco. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. This is Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Partner, you know I'm always going to listen to you first, okay? But when I hear the PA guy say, tackle in the backfield by Clowney, my first thought is to go back to his days at South Carolina and that one particular hit in the bowl game against Michigan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This one maybe not as big as that, but my mind goes there as well.
Yeah, but he's a talented individual because you can use him in so many different ways. Obviously, a defensive end. He can play stand-up outside linebacker and in nickel and sub situations. Rush him inside against offensive guards. He's usually too quick for him.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Bernardrick McKinney with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not
out before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They keep it with Miller on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Ten yards still left on second down. Savage from the shotgun snap. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might want.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
Passing play, Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second and 10. Flacco once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Flacco. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And now a first down following that long gain. Flacco will take to the air again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Once more, it's Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Flacco looks to throw. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Here we go. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now it's Savage setting up the screen for Miller. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Savage now on second. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw on third down. Savage. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. The final shot before break for Savage. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with a hometown. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So it'll be first down here after the run. Bootleg, Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Flacco. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Savage on first. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Savage. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And again this time to the tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Flacco from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. First down carry now for Miller. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Miller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Savage now to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They are going to go. It's Savage. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And now out comes Houston. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offensive backfield and spilling everything.
Savage now. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsau? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down is Savage. And he's got it for Dorowitz. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
No. Check. Patriot. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Over.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Here is Savage. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. The 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, it's Dixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, here's Dixon. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 4th
Can you
touchdown
subscribe
on the
to me?
year.
I subscribe
and
to
the Ravens
you.
have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Texans on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Now a handoff to Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there, and 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Savage now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they...